Hi, happy September. My name is Christina Alexandria and welcome to Angel Chatter. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining and I so do appreciate it. And we are playing with our film studio. So let me know how you like this one versus the other ones. You like it, you don't like it, what you like about it. So we're playing. We're trying to improve and serve you better, which is hopefully giving you a bit of a, shall we say, a nicer ambiance. I do chat with angels. And if you'd like to know more about me, go to angelchatter.com. If you're on social media, which kind of obviously you are since you're here on YouTube, please find me on Facebook and our amazing closed sacred space group called, what else? Angel Chatter. It's closed, which means you have to answer a few simple questions, agree to the rules, and you're in. We keep it sacred. No politics. You say politics, you're out the door. So enough of that. Let's just see what the cards want to say for us, for all of us, for September. Now, if you're new, again, these are my cards. I did channel this deck, oh gosh, a few years back. In 2 weeks, the deck and the guidebook were channeled. And it took me actually a few years to admit saying that. You may get tired of hearing it, but it's true. And then about a year later, each of the angels came forward in one evening. There were no alcohol or drugs involved. And they each gave me their sigil that connects with them. If you're not aware of what a sigil is a powerful symbol. So if you think of a stop sign, it says, please stop. Now, a sigil will help you, it's been proven, to strengthen your connection with whatever that energy is. So stop sign doesn't make you stop, it's a suggestion. It's a symbol. A dove is a symbol. These, you'll see them in a moment, are sigils, which is why they're scattered across my product line. On the labels for aromatherapy, they've been made into jewelry, but of course they debuted first in this card deck. So, okay, you guys are done. So our first card will be Uriel with the message of safety. So here is Uriel's sigil. And safety is, in this scenario, it's not to be confused with protection, because that is indeed Michael's gig. He's all about protection. Uriel oversees the root chakra, and he's here to remind you, guess what? You, yes, you are safe to be you. You don't want to be me. You don't want to be the person sitting next to you, or the person, or your parents, or your siblings, or a friend, or anybody you may idolize. You want to be you, and only you. And that's really the only mission that we are here to do, is to be us. And when we are us, we can live a life that is more to our desire versus thinking, I must live in a log cabin or I must live in a McMansion in order to be successful. Who cares? You live in a home, you drive a car, the clothes you put on your body reflect you. Only be you. So safety. So September says, we may be challenged a bit. We may be given gifts, adventures, not lessons. Lessons sound so schoolish, but how funny it is beginning of the school year here in the United States. But we're being given adventures so we can overcome little roadblocks, little obstacles to remind us saying, hey, guess what? You're pretty cool. You're safe to be you. So remember that. Got a double whammy with Uriel. Second card up, the message of thank you. So thank you is that essence of gratitude. You know, we can say that, please, thank you. Taught manners, right, when you were little. But when we are really embracing that essence of gratitude, we're really, really grateful for what we have. We then allow more of what we desire to enter. So as an example, every Friday in that Facebook group I mentioned a bit ago, we have a weekly meditation. So instead of getting into that whining phase, I want to have, I wish I could, blah, you know, it's whiny, you know, it doesn't feel so good. But we start with thank you. Thank you for my health. Thank you for world peace. And we can get a lot more specific. So thank you, using me as an example, thank you for that amazing literary agent that can't wait to represent me to larger publishing houses. Has she completely entered yet? Not yet. But I'm saying thank you ahead of time because it doesn't feel constricting. It feels expansive. And when we say thank you, when we are stating our desires, we then begin to be guided in a different way. We allow different nuances and observe those nuances so we can then take more action. So start beginning to say thank you a whole lot more often. Now here is Haniel with the message of breathe. Now Haniel oversees what's called the etheric heart chakra. You may have heard it called the high heart, the witness point, the thymus chakra. They told me years ago etheric heart, and it's kind of stuck with me. But he oversees, a lot of the lungs, the respiratory. Take a breath. Take a breath during the month of September to just kick back, just relax. It's okay to do nothing. Don't do mindless stuff by playing, games on your phone or mindless scrolling. If you're going to be on your phone or your computer, have a purpose. Do nothing means just that. Do nothing. Maybe you sit outside in nature and you go outside and enjoy the garden, whether you have one or not, or you can go to a park. Just sitting in nature is so healing. The nature just gives back to us. I frequently will go on walks near our woods, and from our home to the river, it's just over a mile. So my walks will be anywhere from 3 to 5 to 6 miles, and I love it. And there are certain trees that I talk to every single trip. Yes, I do talk to the trees. One is grandfather tree, this big, beautiful sycamore. And I will place my hands on him and I will say thank you, because nature doesn't have an agenda. Nature is just being. Uriel's message. They are just being themselves, standing strong, waiting for someone to notice them and love on them for who they are. So by going up to grandfather tree and thanking him, they're just naturally healing. So spend a bit of time in nature and notice your breathing. Slow down. And if you have my guided meditations one, thank you. If you don't, you might want to look into them. But again, they gave me a system when I recorded them for my last book. You breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 4 counts. It's been proven to help lower your blood pressure. It's been proven to get you back in your center, which of course is your heart. It's been proven to allow you to have better clarity so you don't hyperventilate and you don't overthink and you don't step into that major fear moment. So allow yourself to breathe. So simple, but yet so powerful. Guys are funny this month. Now we have Haniel yet again with that message of manifest. So this isn't about you being a manifesting magnet, which you are, of course, but this is paying better attention, as he is saying right now, to what are you manifesting. So if you're not super crazy with how your life is living right now, let's take a little check on that. Because remember, you, me, all of us individually are the cogs that hold our life together. So if there's something in our world, our personal world, that we don't like, we kind of have to take responsibility for it. What could I do differently? Never should. What could I do differently to create, manifest that life I do desire? So think about that. How are you responsible? Maybe you need to take more action to create that life. Maybe you could get rid of some clutter in your home to create that expanse. Maybe you could change your diet. Maybe you could meditate more or exercise more or see how they kind of go? You could do all of these things in order to manifest what you really want. But it's on us individually to take charge, indeed, of what we like. I love it. Michael comes in with that message of embrace. So this is going to be the root of all of us for the month of September. Embrace more aspects of us. Are you perfect? No, guess what? Neither am I. We are perfectly imperfect. And how cool is that? When we can really start stopping to strive for perfection within us, because we will never be perfect, which means everything we create is imperfect. When we stop trying to be perfect, it's so much easier because we know we are doing our very best at that given moment. Can it be improved upon later? Well, yeah, but don't let that imperfection stop you from doing what you want to do now. It's always a learning. That's what life's about, is learning. So when we begin to embrace those warts, those hiccups, those little quirky things that we're not necessarily really proud of, it's okay, because guess what? They then cease to stop having control and keeping us from pursuing what we really want to do. So think about that. Remember, Michael, solar plexus, our place of power. How can you embrace more of you? How can you be okay with those imperfections? Oh, I love this. Jophiel, Michael's kind of sidekick, also oversees the solar plexus, but she comes in with that message of break out of your shell. How cool is that? So Michael is very, very much in your face, powerful, protection. Jophiel's a lot softer. I call her the joy-filled angels. Don't mistake joy for being a weakness. You can be really, really happy and really, really powerful at the same time. You know, you are your most powerful. In fact, as she often says, you are your most powerful, repeating this, when you, yes, you, are in your joy. Because at that moment, you have no agenda. At that moment, everything's amazing. So allow yourself to embrace that gratitude, that joy more often. And then you get really cool and great clarity of the next steps that you could take to go forward. So keep those things in mind. And last but not least is Metatron. Now Metatron oversees the soul star chakra, which is about 6 inches above your head. And his sidekick, his twin, is Sandalphon, who oversees the earth star chakra. Helps you become grounded. So Metatron helps you with your soul's mission, what you're here to do, but this message is centered. Now, what is your center? Take a guess. Take a wild guess what your center is. It's your heart. So it doesn't matter if you're standing on your feet or on your head. Your heart is still in the center. The minute you start overthinking, it's all ego. It's all fear-based. I can't do this, and I don't know if that's going to work, and we start driving ourselves nuts, right? You with me there? But if we step more here into that loving space, that powerful, amazing, loving space, we're more comfortable with whom we are. We are more in line with who we are and are going, it's okay to take these next steps. It's okay to dream a bit bigger than what I think I'm worthy of, because we're living here. This is what gets me excited. This is what supports me, because now I'm living more in my center. So this is what September is going to bring. It's going to be a pretty cool month, according to this. It's going to be, you know, a little challenges, not scary, but in the sense to remind you, be true to you. If it feels off balanced, it probably is. If it feels anger, fear-based, probably is. If it feels too good to be true, could be. But ask yourself, is it? Or am I thinking I'm not worthy of that? Because you are the manifester. Just breathe through this process. Live through your heart. Allow that joy to come in so you can break out of your shell and be you. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you found it extremely helpful. My name again is Christine Alexandria, and I am solely Angel Chatter. I look forward to hearing your comments right below. Please come join us on Facebook. in the group called Angel Chatter, and certainly check out my website, angelchatter.com. Until next month, I hope you have a great, manifesting, joy-filled September. So until then, bye-bye.